Take a look at our first half notes. Again, we're through the month of June, July 1st tomorrow or today on the East Coast. Best record, Yankees. Best player in terms of home runs, it's Judge. And then Gonsolin, lowest ERA. Tony Gonsolin, Shane McClanahan with the most strikeouts. So let's play a game. And I want to fly through this. So don't think you're going to be bogged down with a lot of details. We have so many categories to hand out for the first half awards. Dan, give me the most electric arm of the first half. Right. Who is it and why?
Clay Holmes, Yankees. He's been dynamite in the back end of the bullpen. Dynamite sinker, 98 to 100 miles an hour. Mixes a breaking ball in with that. He basically, Greg, can go out there with one pitch and sink it. He has just come a long way in a short period of time, and he has taken over that back end of the bullpen.
All right, now, pay attention at home who we're giving these accolades to. And if you disagree with any of this or we're leaving somebody out, let us know. Where do they let us know?
At Plesac19.
At Plesac19. Bo, the best defensive play of the year is what and why?
I'm going to go with my man Eli because I love outfield defense, but when you start to think about robbing home runs, it always fascinates me how guys are able to get back to the wall. His chest is almost over the wall. When you look how Eli gets back to the wall, he jumps, he times it up, and brings it back onto the field.
I want to see him dunk a basketball.
He definitely can dunk. He may be able to stand right underneath the rim and go up and dunk.
The best 2020 hindsight offseason move is Tyler Anderson signed by the Los Angeles Dodgers. No one saw Tyler Anderson putting up an all-star caliber first half. He's never been a guy that was on pace to win 20 games before, but he puts a Dodger uniform on. He's got an ERA barely over 3. Smart move. The Dodgers need him to be good. He's 8-1 on the year, and he's been a very valuable piece for Dave Roberts. That's the best 2020 hindsight offseason move. Dan, you'll like this one. Your favorite new arm in the game.
Mackenzie Gore. You've been high on this guy for like 3 years. You've been waiting for the Padres to call him up to the big leagues. Has that funky delivery, that high leg kick, big fastball that plays. He's going deep into games, has a legitimate shot to win the NL Rookie of the Year on all things, and he's pitching on a good team in a playoff run.
We're all in agreement. I love Mackenzie Gore. Best managerial performance of the first half, Bo, what is it?
And see, most people are going to think it's a winning team. I'm going to go with Brandon Hyde. He's managing the Baltimore Orioles. They've had their first winning month since 2017. They sit right now at 35-42. This team was projected to win 62.5 games. Right now, they're on pace to win 74 games. They won 52 games last year. It will be a 22-game improvement. Brandon Hyde is doing a great job in Baltimore.
I hope for Brandon Hyde that when this team's ready to actually start adding some big money players, that he's the manager that they let enjoy the winning days. That's what I hope for Brandon Hyde.
He's earned the right. He deserves the opportunity.
No doubt. All right, brightest new star in the game. Can I take this one? You saw him hit a home run tonight. Julio Rodriguez is the brightest new star in the game. Before the season started, I said this kid was a mix of Fernando Tatis and Juan Soto. I had people laughing at me when he didn't have a home run the first month of the year. He's hitting 167. My dear friend Harold Reynolds said, send him down to the minor leagues. I'm like, why? He's the future face of the organization. 13 home runs since May 1st. It's 13. He's stealing a bunch of bags. Gold glove caliber center fielder. He's the brightest new star. Dan, best single game pitching performance of the first half. What was it?
It's about 24 hours ago. Sandy Alcantara, Marlins.
Of the year?
Old school. How about 117 pitches, 9 innings, couple of walks, 3 punch-outs, and he talked his manager into leaving him in. And what does he get? 4-6-3 double play to end it. Old school, 117 pitches. In my opinion, right now, the best starter in the game.
He was treated like an ace. I hope that's a trend in the game. And speaking of trends, what's your favorite new trend in the first half of 2022, Bo?
I love offense. My favorite new trend is the universal DH. I love the fact that you now get another bat into the lineup. The pitchers are no longer hitting. No offense, Dan, but I do not want to see the pitchers hitting. I want them to pitch. I love to see the mashers mash.
I love watching our guys enjoy what we do here on MLB Tonight. We see so many great moments of live baseball. We call them live look-ins. Here's my personal favorite live look-in from the first half. Enjoy.
He looks like a big leaguer. He looks like a stud. There's just some guys that look great in the uniform and they're not overwhelmed. It's like, look at him. He's got the cool stance, got a great number, and he can hit. like this.
Boom! Oh, Harold, will it get down? It will! Bobby Witt Jr.'s first big league knock draws a standing ovation in the K, and the Royals have a 1-run lead. How good is Harold Reynolds? I mean, he nailed that. That was a great moment. That was my favorite live look-in of the year. How about this, Dan? Worst attempt at a fan catch. You've been very critical of fans.
Edward Scissorhands. We called him Eddie out in San Diego.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he brought his glove. He was ready to get a home run ball. Kyle Schwarber hits his bomb deep to right center field, right through the wickets. Look at this. Hits him right in the boiler. It bounced up and almost hit him and knocked his tooth out. Poor Eddie.
Come on, Eddie. You try to catch it like a football. All right, hey, Bo. Best single game offensive performance by a hitter this year is what?
The only thing I'm missing is my pearls. If I had my pearls, it would make this even better. But my man Jock, he had a performance this year. You talking about swinging the pole. In the third, I'm going to go on and I'm going to clip you for a 2-run homer. He comes back in the 5th, and he hits another homer. Comes back in the 8th, then he hits another homer. Then he goes a single to tie the game. When you think about that night, Jock Peterson was in the middle of everything. He hits the go-ahead homer, he hit the single to tie it, and then comes back and helped them win it.
And that was May 24th, my birthday. I remember that.
Wow.
Jock Peterson had a big game. My favorite home run celebration of the year took place last night. Josh Naylor is bananas. And I'm crazy too. So I appreciate a good cuckoo performance. He walks it off and just needs someone to headbutt hard. Terry Francona putting a helmet on? This is unbelievable stuff. Josh Naylor is the best home run celebration of the year. Dan, the reliever of the first half so far, your best reliever.
Slam dunk, Josh Hader. He's the best reliever to ever put on a Milwaukee Brewers uniform. He's been virtually unstoppable all season long. Reliable, dependable. You can count on him every day. He can pitch multiple innings. He hasn't yet, but he's the best reliever in baseball right now, and he's having a great season.
You do know you wore a Milwaukee Brewer uniform.
I do.
You still are the all-time saves leader.
I won't be for very much longer because he's going to blow right by me.
All right, Bo, the most improved hitter in the sport is who?
I'm going to go to Toronto. My man Kirk, he's going to be an all-star too. When you look at what he's been able to do offensively, last year in 60 games, stat line 242, 764 OPS, and in 67 games this year, he's 319, 929 OPS. He already has 10 home runs. He's done a great job of revamping his swing and has been productive in a highly productive Toronto Blue Jays lineup.
He's one of my favorite players in the sport.
He's an all-star.
Alejandro Kirk, 5'9", 265 pounds.
5'9",
His whole bat is a barrel.
I love it. You're right.
Yes.
I love it. The game of the year, our final accolade. There are a lot of great games so far, the first half of the 2022 season. But the game of the year is the Josh Naylor game. Not the one you saw last night. No. This is the game in which Josh Naylor against Liam Hendricks tied the game with a grand slam. He tied it, only to eventually win it. He had 8 RBIs, and he lost his mind again. We could have showed that. I mean, I like that celebration more because he went down to the dugout, he threw his helmet, he started punching stuff, and threw cups everywhere. There's something about Josh Naylor. I need to hang out with Josh Naylor.
Yeah, when he touches home plate, look out. If it's a big one, get out of his way.
It's like Dan when the snack cart comes.
Oh, yes.
In Studio 3. When the snack cart comes, everybody run out.
Get out of the way.
Dan's coming. He's grabbing popcorn, M&Ms. It's going to be bananas.